Hey, what's up, y'all? This is your boy, the Ghost with the Most, Ghost Rider 730. And I'm out here early in the morning. Gotta go to work early. So, you already know the view right now is beautiful, New York City. But anyway, man, this is my opinion on what Phil Spencer was saying. And, I understand people got upset at him. And he needs to think before he speaks sometimes. But he's getting questions, about Sony and stuff like that, about console sales or whatever, if he thinks. But this is my opinion. We all know that Sony's up, man. Microsoft shot themselves in the foot, tripped and dropped the ball. We all know that since the beginning, man. He took over basically when it was bad, And they got a big lead. So in short words, that's what Phil's trying to say. Like, since this man came, he done did everything good. And we got all the exclusives so far, the better exclusives. And Microsoft been doing a lot. He been doing a lot. So I respect that. But sometimes, man, I feel Phil Spencer needs to take shots. Shots at, Sony. At Yoshida and them, because Yoshida and them do the same thing. I tip my hat off to Sony. They got a lot of console sales. But I feel Microsoft can, catch up if Phil Spencer plays smart. Phil Spencer needs to do better bundles instead of the black bundles. That's not appealing to when people go to the store. Your mom and pop stores, Best Buys, Walmart, wherever, GameStop. You gotta make your shit more appealing. Your console. Sony got that. I bought the Master Chief controller and all that. That was good, That's good to have, different variety of things, just like you want different consoles instead of the same black console bundle. But anyway, man, if he's gonna do it, start 2016. We got the better exclusive so far in 2016. Sony themselves said that they were sparse. Now we all know that they sparse, and their leader Yoshida had spoke about it. And Yoshida himself said that, he don't know, Sony themselves is basically, in short words, they don't know how they win it. They lock down the third parties, we all know that, exclusives. So I feel Phil Spencer and them needs to, for 2016, since we got the better exclusives so far from what we've seen, and they only got Street Fighter, not really nothing, and that fucking Horizon. But anyway, he needs to do better bundles and lock down the third-party exclusives coming up. Lock it down. You already know your opponent's strategy on how they play in the field. They took what y'all did for the 360, and now they doing that strategy against you. But all I know is this: if he locks down the third parties and everything, and do better on bundles, Microsoft can. Slowly but surely, they can close that gap. I'm not saying anything in the past PS4, but they'll close the gap, get kind of closer, And that's how I feel Phil Spencer should do this. But sometimes, Phil, you gotta, you the head of Microsoft, basically, right now. And you leading, you need to, take some shots. Say you got the better UI, talk about the features, talk about the Redbox 12, the cloud, talk about all these great things, when they ask you questions about Sony. Ask them, why is it Sony sparse and all that? Why is it, there's a lot of things Phil can do, but this is just my opinion. Phil, they want to win 2016, because I can't lie, this year, Sony's been having, Microsoft's been on the ropes. Sony's been pulling these wins every month. So right now, let's see what they can do for this holiday, even though PS4 dropped their price on their bundles. And Phil Spencer, that's all he got to do, man. And Microsoft, they got to think smart for 2016. Bring down the price and keep it down. You know, it's gonna sell. You're not giving the Connect either, so you might as well just put those 300. That sounds great. People will buy. They'll fly off the shelves if you leave it $300 instead of $350 and all that. Be smart. Right now, Sony got console leads, so you want to move your consoles and, you know, bundle the Connect. Who cares, man? I love the Connect. The Connect is what makes the Xbox One to me. You know, when you can talk to it, you're connected. It's better than the PSI. You know, we all know the DRM and all that in the beginning fucked Microsoft up, but Sony had a part with it too. We all know that they basically showed up late to their own showing, and they took their PSI out and put theirs for 100. That's what got a lot of people to buy this shit. But anyway, man, it's your boy Ghost Runner 730. Let me know down in the comment section what y'all think on how Microsoft could actually turn it up and kind of close the gap. And don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe, guys. Damn, the city's beautiful. But I tell you guys like this, man, Xbox is the best box. You know, they gotta step it up. They gotta step it up. You know, instead of saying what he said, man. You know, turn it around, Phil. You gotta step it up, bro. But anyway, peace, guys. God bless.